of all, let's start with the customer life cycle when you look at a B2B product, right? So typically, from the perspective of someone who manages customer success and customer experience, there are three important steps in the customer life cycle. First is sales, second is onboarding, and third is ongoing value delivery. So while the main objective during the sales process is closing the deal, for a successful long-term relationship with the customer, it is very important that the sales team understands the need of each customer and develops the relationship, keeping in mind the end goal of making every single customer referenceable. When it comes to B2B products, the best way for you to actually grow the business and is through referenceable customers. There are various different strategies, and I'm not going to go into that because this is more focused on customer experience. But one of the main things that a sales team can do as they are positioning the product to the customer is to keep in mind the fact that ultimately we want to make this prospect a customer, but at the same time, we also want to make this customer referenceable also. And so towards that, for a successful long-term relationship, it is important that the sales team sets the right expectation to avoid customers complaining during the onboarding and value delivery phase. We have seen this time and again. Nothing against the sales team. I think they have a certain objective. They go about doing what they are expected to do and close deals. But ultimately, whether the sales team set the expectation explicitly or not, or customers didn't understand what the sales team was trying to sell to them. There are a lot of times where after the sale is complete, when the customer experience team begins to actually go through the implementation, a lot of times we hear complaints that this expectation was not set rightly for us. We were not told the same thing by the sales team. We were essentially sold something that you guys don't have. So those are the types of exceptions that you want to avoid. So it's very important that the sales team actually sets all the right types of expectation up front and are very explicit about documenting it and making sure that the customer actually understands what the sales team is setting as an expectation. And then also one of the key activities towards the end of the sales process, after the prospect has converted into a customer, is to transition effectively to the services organization. So what does that mean? So essentially means that the knowledge transfer of all expectation settings has to be very explicit. If the sales team can document all of that and turn it over to the next team, which is really the onboarding and the implementation team, the transition is smooth, and to the prospect who now became a customer, it doesn't look like they're going from one phase to the other. It's just seamlessly transitioning from sales to implementation. So as long as that happens and the customer starts to feel more comfortable about the relationship, because they don't feel like they're being passed from one group to the other. It almost feels like they are working with the same group, because both the sales as well as the implementation team have the same expectation or have the same understanding of what the customer is looking for.